yeah, with that one, call me Mr. Combs and I'm not.
This week in NBA 2K17, it's time to get ready for playoff basketball. Check out the Season Elites pack in My Team.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, with a loss in game one, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. And after dropping game one, Shaq, they are in a
officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. So off the tip, it's Boston. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Rajon Rondo is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Butler in at the free throw. Wade outside. Outside Rondo. Wade against Brandon. Shot clock at 6. Back to Rondo. Launches it. And Horford pulls it down.
Can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was good.
Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Dave?
And he was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were very composed all through their game one upset. And he's hoping for more of the same tonight. He told me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm going to get ahead of myself. If we go home with a 2-0 lead, we're going to be real tough to beat. Stay so, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Thomas gets the bucket. Thomas got his first 2 points.
Never shy about going inside. Thomas may be small, but he doesn't let that stop.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. Back to Rondo. Here's Butler. Crowder with the steal. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Chicago grabs the miss. Came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
And the fact it happened on the road in front of a hostile group of fans, that's not easy when you're coming off the bench cold.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the bench.
Again, the miss by Horford.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Rondo pass to Rondo. Wade dishes to Mirotic. Lopez is screen on Bradley. Here's Wade. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Outside Crowder. Outside Thomas. Trying to find Bradley. Gets it to him. Back to Thomas. Outside Bradley. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Gets it to go from 8 feet.
And Johnson is a really talented jump shooter. The D playing up on him, but it just doesn't seem to bother him at all.
Rondo against Thomas. Outside Rondo. Pass to Lopez. From 13, he squares up and sinks it.
Recognizing the size mismatch, pulls up from mid-range, easy money.
Thomas kicks to Horford. To the paint. Crowder, the pass to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Don't getting his way. Horford not to be denied when he gets in that.
Bulls trail by 3. Passes to Lopez. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Horford dishes to Crowder. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jimmy Butler. Boston shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good, Crowder.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who's not content with losing ball. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on the team.
The drive by Rondo. Johnson with the block. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Smart's checked in for Boston. For Boston, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And Horford, a pretty steady free throw shooter. I mean, he had a few down seasons, maybe due to those pectoral tears, but I tell you what, he's been right up there around 80%.
Lopez, no luck. Boston leading by 6. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have. Staying aggressive and playing under control.
Horford kicks to Smart. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
And Coach may need to revisit his play calling because it feels more like the other team is anticipating their every move.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Johnson. And it's Rozier in for Bradley. Chicago also making some changes. Alicia's checked in, and Bobby Portis subbed in for Mirotic.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
When the screen got him all the space he needed to release that one, I thought for sure that was going in.
The lead pushed to double digits. Smart's got 5 now.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. There's Felicio, kept alive. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He's showing some tenacity on the offensive glass. That's a great play right there.
Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And Boston has possession, leading by 5. Smart kicks to Olynyk. Dish now to Crowder. Celtics passing it around. Olynyk the pass to Crowder. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, that's because he prides himself on the unselfish play. And Olynyk, making the right play there, moving the ball to the open man.
Poked away. Here's Felicio. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. Boston leading by 6. To the middle. Portis can't get it to go.
No reason he couldn't have taken more time and finished that one off. Disappointing miss for sure.
14 feet away. Smart misses. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Grant outside. Takes the 3. Rebound Boston.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Brown outside. Smart kicks to Crowder. Fades away. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Dishes to Grant. The 3. Wade misses.
Oh, wow. When he misses looks like that, it's really deflating. They need those ones if they want to stay in this one.
Rozier kicks to Olynyk. Butler against Brown, and stolen by Butler. Inside, Felicio, the pass to Grant. The pass to Portis. Butler with the ball, now guarded by Crowder. And Butler, here we go.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
You're right, they are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Jerebko's checked in for Jay Crowder. And a change for the Bulls. Laverne, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Now here's Butler, guarded by Smart. And here is Grant. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Celtics lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler, who spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player, and if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
And you have to give some credit to the play calling, getting the ball to guys in spots where they can really do something with it.
Thomas and Smart, the feisty backcourt pairing. Horford is out there with Jerebko, and it's Bradley in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Thomas kicks to Smart. Thomas down low. Mirotic is there. Tries from 16. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bradley. Tries yet again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And while Horford can space the floor, I like him getting inside and using his strength to force the issue.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And the Celtics making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bulls. Rondo with it now. Thomas defending. Rondo against Thomas. There's the screen. Kicks it to Laverne. He feeds it to Mirotic. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The defender was in position, but too passive to force a bad shot.
Celtics leading by 4. And Thomas, here we go. Feeds it to Johnson. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Shoots. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Bradley's got his first points of the night.
Oh, and that's where Bradley's 6'7" wingspan can help. A little extra reach to get over the lead.
Outside Rondo. And stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And finished off by Horford.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside Rondo. He kicks it to Grant. He dishes it to Mirotic. Again, Chicago.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Thomas dishes to Johnson. Now here's Bradley. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. Johnson the screen. A three from Thomas. Hands it from downtown. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Well, the three-pointer has always been a big part of Thomas's arsenal. I mean, the quick release, able to hit on the move.
Mirotic has a wide open look. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Grant. Knocked away and taken away by Johnson. Here's Jerebko. This is his first chance at the line tonight. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Chicago calls timeout.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, trying to find their rhythm. It's a chess match, a constant back and forth of in-game adjustments.
Rondo kicks to Laverne. Lopez a screen. Rondo with a clean look. No good with the triple. Boston leading by 11. Here's Thomas. Laverne grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Mirotic's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And the basket by Thomas.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, Chicago, no good.
He just looks off in this one. Can't seem to throw it in the ocean.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Jake Crowder's checked in for Boston. On defense, the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. Here's Bradley. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one. Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Thomas against Rondo. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. And a change for the Bulls. Portis is checked in. Mirotic's shot is off. Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-4 run right now.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
They are really playing spectacular ball and crushing the hopes of their opponents. That's what you're supposed to do.
Outside Rondo. And airballs the triple. That one was way off.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous lead.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
Marcus Smart's checked in for Johnson. And the Bulls making a change also. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Mirotic. And slam dunk by Smart.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
The Bulls making a switch here. Alicia's checked in. Outside Rondo. Has to Wade. Here's Felicio. And he jams it with authority.
Not a tall, towering guy for a center, but boy, he can really get up.
Celtics leading by 19. And the foul on Marcus Smart. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Portis. Butler against Brown. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Beautiful execution in terms of creating space for his shot. He just couldn't get that one to fall.
Smart. The shot, no good. Good D by Rondo. Bulls trail by 19. Knocks it loose. Crowder with the steal. Here's Smart, and slam dunk by Smart.
And credit Crowder with his activity, disrupting the play. He got them out and running that time.
Well, the Bulls shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Ball's knocked loose. Felicio, the pass to Butler. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And finished off by Brown.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
And Chicago shooting 38% from the field. A pretty neat showing for them. Nice shot by Portis.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. The Celtics have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. And so he makes both from the line. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Wade outside. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They have been board dominant in this game. It's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Celtics have won 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Olynyk.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
And Kelly Olynyk, from a basketball family, his father a successful coach, his mother a scorekeeper. He's grown up around the game. Somebody's not reading the scouting report. How can you leave this guy uncovered from range? It is a mystery.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Butler with the ball, picked up by Brown. Grant gets a wide open look. Rebound by Olynyk.
He had all the room in the world to get that up, but somehow blew it by rushing it just a tad.
Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Brown against Butler. They set the screen. Pass to Felicio. Near the 3-point line, it's Wade, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Celtics out in front, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building obvious. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Looking at Boston, they have rebounded very well from their loss in Game 1 and have their eyes set squarely on evening this series up. What a response to a difficult opening game of the series for them. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, how about that ball move? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway. We'll see you after the game.
Never a shortage of motion on Soldiers Field Road as we welcome you back to historic Boston. And we're back to the action here in this round one matchup. One of the stories here, Marcus Smart getting it done today.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
The most intense guy on the court at times. Put a lot of pressure on the defense. We'll see if he can maintain that level of energy the rest of the way.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. So for Chicago right now, here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's Butler at small forward. Thomas against Rondo. Celtics passing it around. The feed to Horford. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Thomas got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics. Knocked loose. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's 11 points for Isaiah Thomas.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Rondo against Thomas. Rondo kicks to Lopez. 16 feet away, and the jumper falls for him. Wade's got his third bucket of the night.
Magnificent team play. Great timing on that bounce pass.
Down low, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
I have no idea why he would have even attempted that. That's a horrible turnover.
And here's Rondo. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The dish to Butler. Here's Lopez. Good work defensively by Horford.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Showing he can play above the rim. Crowder with the highlight.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Dishes it to Butler. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Butler's got 11.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Thomas against Rondo. Here's Johnson outside for Thomas. And the pass to Horford. In the corner, Bradley with it. 6 to shoot. And he goes right over Mirotic and slams it down.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time. And the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, you love it. He's just playing with the greater energy and effort. He recognizes the opening and pounces on it.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Your Rebco's checked in for Jay Crowder. They set the pick. Wade against Bradley. Wade dishes to Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. He has 6.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Thomas passes to Rebco, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The assist from Thomas. Finding the open man. Nice decision offensively.
To the paint, here's Mirotic. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, they're getting terrific high percentage looks at the basket to begin this half. 4 or 5 so far.
Thomas kicks to Johnson. Back to Thomas. He feeds it to Horford. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by Butler. For Chicago, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
That's part of his skill set. Excellent recognition on his part to get in the best spot to complete that look.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Butler with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. Stops, pops, misses off the left iron. Boston leading by 19 points. To the inside. The time for the ball. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Great resolve there on defense, allowing nothing easy.
The Bulls making a switch here. Burns checked in. Buries the long-range jumper.
No, you just got to keep feeding him the ball. Everything he shoots has been gold so far.
Poke loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Boston making a switch here. Smart's checked in. Grant, he's checked in for Chicago. Butler from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. 18 feet out. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Uretka. Thomas got 9 points now in the quarter.
An ideal start for him from the field. I mean, he hasn't missed a thing yet.
To the inside. Oh, that's blocked. They get it back. Here's Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago.
Shocking, he bricked out. That shot usually is money for him.
Thomas kicks to Horford. Back to Thomas. Bradley, that's for two. And another basket for Boston.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting this game to excel in the catch and shoot.
Inside, Mirotic. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And it's blocked by Mirotic. Grant outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Laverne's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Oh, just a master at getting into the body of defenders and shot blockers. Thomas knows how to draw those whistles.
This is his first free throw of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Olynyk comes in for Uretka. And it's Brown in for Avery Bradley. Chicago also making some changes. Lacios checked in, and it's Portis in for Mirotic. Down low, here's Brown. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Celtics have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive. As relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Rozier, he's checked in for the Celtics.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Grant kicks to Portis. Feeds it to Butler. Grant outside. Sweet little floater. Grant's got 5.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Nice shot by Smart.
I mean, he's got the size and strength to finish amongst the big men. That's why he does it. Smart. Built to last in the paint.
They get a hand on it. Brown outside. That one good for 2. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter. 1:43 left here in the third quarter. Grant with the ball. 5 points in the game. Felicio kicks to Butler. From 10 feet out, Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Brown dishes to Horford. Expanding his range. Smart misses. Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Grant the pass to Butler. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. He's got 13.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And sometimes you get into a zone for a few games, and the basket seems as if it's wide as the ocean.
Horford. And it's Boston with another.
Oh, pretty good defense there. But remember, Horford is one of the best shooting big men in the game. He wasn't phased.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. No good from Grant. Boston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And it's Brown missing.
The defender stayed on him without fouling and did great work there.
Here's Felicio, and he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now Smart, 14 points for him. Brown kicks to Smart. Lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Celtics out in front, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round one playoff matchup. Boston shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. Young is up there with Jerebko. Then there's Gerald Green. Then it's Zeller. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. That's the Boston five. Now here's Payne. He's guarded close. There's a good screen. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. On up the court. And it's Green with the jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
Here's Rozier. Celtics passing it around. Green inside. Morrow with the rebound.
He's not very smooth down in the low post, but still, he should make those shots regardless.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Shots good by Laverne.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Rozier kicks to Green. Pass to Rozier. Trying his luck deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, beautiful looking three ball from Rozier. Really expanding his range.
Tipped away. The drive by Green.
With a one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Laverne's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cannon dishes to Payne. Kicks to Morrow. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside, Green. Pass to Rozier. It's Young on the wing. Shoots the three. Felicio with the rebound. The Bulls have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. From deep, Morrow, and he's good on the 3 ball.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now a timeout called by Boston. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lopez, he's checked in for Laverne. Mirotic comes in for Anthony Morrow. Wade, he's checked in for Isaiah Cannon. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Cameron Payne. Rondo kicks to Felicio. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Thomas has it in the corner. From the arc. Again, Thomas missing. The Bulls have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. The drive by Rondo. Here's Mirotic. No good from outside. Boston leading by 22. Thomas passes to Horford. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 9 assists now tonight.
And even with the hand in his face, when Horford gets in that close, he barely needs to see the rim to get it up and down.
Chicago making a switch here. Butler's checked in. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Rondo gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And finished off by Horford.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
The captain of the ship, you know the rest of his teammates look to him to provide when things are tight. He came through again.
Rondo dishes to Mirotic. Again, Chicago.
He's been blazing hot to begin this half after looking utterly lost during the first. Nice turnaround.
Rondo against Thomas. Here's Johnson. Not enough on that one as it misses. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rondo against Thomas. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him. Butler sets a screen for Mirotic. With the floater, and Rondo with the lay-in.
Takes what the defense allows. Has that soft floater in his back pocket.
Celtics leading by 20. From deep, Thomas. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
He's making shots from that area, and the D is not respecting his range. They better respect it now.
Rondo kicks to Lopez. Down low, Butler. Up and in on the layup.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Rondo against Thomas. And a dunk by Horford.
Great playmakers help everything run so smoothly. Excellent lead pass.
The Bulls shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. To the inside. And Mirotic throws it down.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Thomas kicks to Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Butler on the wing. Wade against Bradley. Wade passes to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Now look, that's pushing the action, carving out space for himself indeed.
And Al Horford again. Horford's got 19 points.
No more for his scoring than his playmaking, but Thomas looking to become more balanced as a lead guard.
A minute 42 left in the game. Lopez outside. Bradley against Wade. Here's Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. No good on the free throw. And the new group in for the Celtics. Olynyk, he's checked in for Johnson. Jerebko comes in for Crowder. Brown, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Rozier in for Thomas. Then for the Bulls, Felicio's checked in. And it's Grant in for Rajon Rondo.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And when you look back at this one, such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move. And that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around. Well, at his height, he can just rise up and get separation. And then, of course, a soft touch.
And Olynyk kicks to Brown. Back to Olynyk. Now you're up. Olynyk dishes to Horford. 16 feet away. And no good. Here's Felicio. Olynyk is covering. Grant kept alive. He's yet again. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Simple rule of team rebounding. Everyone needs to box out someone when the shot goes up. A number of assignments were missed right there.
Here's Horford. No good off the front iron. And here is Grant. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Just a massive victory, Greg. Maybe it's overstating it, but I think this was a game they had to have.
And I don't think it's overstating it. I agree with you. I mean, going down 2-0 would have given this team a huge hill to climb. But now at one game apiece and with some momentum, this is anybody's series.
Well, that'll do it for now. And you can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas. It looked like he was shot out of a cannon coming out of the half. Beyond aggressive, he completely hijacked the pace of the game.
This series was in danger of getting away from them, but he just would not let it fall into a 2-game hole. He pumped new life into the season by leading them tonight to even the series. This kid is woo-wee.
He executed the game plan as a scorer. It was by design that the team was going to try to get him good shots, but it was going to be up to him to make those shots. But I don't think anyone thought he'd make them at that high level of efficiency.
The postseason is still young, and there is more round one action coming your way. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports group, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Let me be your company. Time is all we're given. Let you be right next to me. We could start our own religion. Take that weight up off your shoulders. Move it to my chest. If I'm king, I can't control this. Universal test. I don't believe that I should be alone with me.